All right, we're on hole number 13. It's been kind of an up and down opening round. We just need to play consistent. This is the island hole. I'm using a I'm using a sniper and a navigator, and that's putting me at minimum club. But I've been doing minimum club here, which is 1.5, and then I've been adding on 10% wind, and I just seem to be consistently off. So I'm going to use the mid numbers. I've hit several in a row that were perfect, and they ended up, I was consistently over pulling for the wind here. So I'm going to use my mid numbers instead of my minimum numbers and do a 10% wind adjustment and see where I land. So let me go get my sniper. Get a sniper and a navigator. Got a sniper. Make sure that bag's. I'm going to take this bag instead. And a navigator. Need to buy a few of those. And off we go to the hole up another par 3. It's weird how they have this set up. I think this is the very first time in the history of Golf Clash that they've set it up like this, where it's usually a par 3, a par 4, a par 5, some combination of that, and then the next 3 holes are some combination of that, and the next 3 holes are some combination of that, where we have a par 3, a par 4, a par 3, and we end with a 5, 4, 5. I hate it when he puts that screen up because I always think it's my opponent, and I always lose time. I'm going to do about 4 backspin. And we're at 1.25 for our number, so that'd be 3 1/4, so that'd be about 3.5 rings. We're going to add 10%. We'll do almost 4. Hitting perfect. Had to snap it off. I was running out of time. And see, I keep ending up way to the right. So I'm going to have to go back and watch exactly what the wind deal was there. I keep ending up out there and I keep making adjustments, but it's like they're not having any effect. This has never been this is not in my opinion, this is not a super high percentage hole-in-one, and it seems like on these older holes, and I'm not sure if they did it just for this tournament or if this has happened a while ago and I just didn't notice because I haven't played these holes in a long time. But these greens are different than they were way back in the day. They've re-engineered them and they're a lot tougher. Than they used to be. And some of these greens, if you're on them and you're on them in the wrong spot, you can't get on. I found out that on the front 9. Was on and won and parred the hole. 3-putted it. I think my opponent 3-putted it too. No, they ended up in the chasm and then 2-putted it. All right. That was close. I almost missed that shot. That would have been really bad. To me, playing these tournaments, you can make a mistake on a par 4. I mean, obviously you're trying not to make mistakes on the par 4s. You're trying not to make mistakes on the par 5s. You're not trying to make a mistake, but you can't make mistakes on these par 3s. You got to go get your birdie, and if you get a hole-in-one, that is literally when you jump up and down and you're like high-fiving, because that's the one that you just absolutely couldn't count on. But if you end up with a par on one of those par 3s, that is just, to me, in tournaments, that is just, that's the killer. It's a deal breaker. I mean, you can't recover from that. All right, that was hole number 13 of the Community Cup in the opening round of the Rookie Division. Thanks for watching.